Welcome to Undisputed. We are live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe. Good morning. How we doing? More importantly, how's Skip doing?
No. I need that same energy you gave me Monday and Tuesday. I need that. How about this, Jenny? I need that energy.
Well.
We'll get to Lucky LeBron and those Lakers in just a moment.
What about the flipper? Oh, no.
But first, I must take my medicine, and I'm ready.
Skip, you're throwing me off.
We both vaccinated. Give me my pal.
I'm not going to touch. I'm not touching.
Oh, my gosh. I'm not used to it. We need to do this for you, Skip. This is how we start the show. Okay, all right. We will get to the Lakers, I promise, and apparently Lucky LeBron. Just a second. We have to start with that other team in L.A. The Mavericks took a 2-0 series lead on the Clippers after a 127-121 victory at Staples. Dallas had another great shooting night in which they shot 18 of 34 from three-point range, and Baby Bird himself, Luka Doncic, led the way with a team-high 39 points. But despite 41 points for Kawhi and 28 for Paul George, the Clippers just couldn't make stops when it mattered down the stretch. L.A. has now lost 5 straight playoff games dating back to their collapse in the Orlando bubble last year. And Shannon, what is the biggest reason the Clippers lost here?
Yeah, Shannon, what's the biggest reason?
I'm not going to overcomplicate this, Skip. They can't do anything with Luka. Luka's played 8 playoff games in his career, and they've all been against the Clippers. He's averaging 32, 10, and 9. He can get whatever he wants against whomever he wants. And he's so good at passing the basketball, so when they bring the double team, he already knows where the double team's going to come, and he's passing the ball to wide-open guys, Skip. They hit, what did they hit last night? They made 15 of the 18 threes were classified as open shots. 10 were classified as wide open, which the nearest defender was not at least 6 feet within the guy attempting the shot. 5 of them was open, which was in 4 to 6 feet. So let that sink in for just a second. 15 of their made threes were classified as open to wide open. Skip, they can't do anything with Luka. They've done everything they possibly could. And everybody was telling me they had dogs on the defensive end. Paul George was an elite two-way player. So was Kawhi and Serge Ibaka and Pat Bev. And this is what Luka was against Kawhi and Paul George last night. He was 7 of 13. And all I know is this. Now, you told me, oh, the Lakers, you remember they was hunting Luka out. Kyle Kuzma said, wherever Luka was, we wanted Luka. In the fourth quarter, Luka went hunting. Wherever Pat Bev was, he found him. He had a track on him. So Pat Bev was over there in the corner. He says, whoever's guarding Pat Bev is guarding, come see me at the top of the key. He got to the rim whenever he wanted to. The step back was falling. And even Paul George, he said, he can't do anything with me. He can't. And they can't. That's it, Skip. I mean, look, we can go on all this and say, but what they've done to the Mavericks, Skip, they've turned them into the 2017 Warriors. Because they can't... The threes are just raining threes. Now, I'm not saying the Mavs are a great three-point shooting team, but when you got decent guys and you're going to leave them wide open, more times than not, they're going to make those threes. Tim Hardaway Jr. is making them pay every time. If they go help off of him, he's finding Luka's finding them. So, Skip, it's as simple as that. They cannot until they can contain Luka Doncic, and they can't. Unless, you know, remember last year, Skip, he was kind of banged up a little bit, and somebody not accidentally stepped on his ankle, and it limited him. But he's healthy now, and he's cooking everybody. Kawhi, Paul George, Pat Bev, but that's the reason why they're in this position. You can't let a team shoot 59% from the floor, 53% from 3. The only reason this game was close, why, Skip? They missed 11 threes. 11 free throws. If they make 8, it's a blowout.
So, before I get to what I'm about to say, I'm going to address what you just said about quote-unquote Baby Bird, as in Baby Larry Bird, as in Larry Bird Jr., as in the player I call Baby Sparrow, because he remains dramatically overrated. You just raved about him. This is the second straight game. We're 2 games into this series, and twice you have raved about Luka in the fourth quarter. In the first game against my Clippers, Luka Doncic, Baby Bird, scored all of 1 point. Can you see this count? 1 point in the fourth quarter. Last night, Shannon Sharpe says he was hunting last night in the fourth quarter. He was just hunting. He scored a grand total in the fourth quarter last night, unless my eyes are deceiving me, of 4 points in the fourth quarter. 4 points. It killed my Clippers. His 4 points in the fourth quarter.
No, the 39 killed your Clippers.
Killed him. Yeah. He missed both of his 3-point shots in the fourth quarter. He just ran us right off the floor, hunted us down, and shot us out of our own gymnasium in the fourth quarter. Way to go, Shannon. I love your analysis. Now, back to what really happened. Let's go big picture first, shall we? The Los Angeles Clippers have been victims of a brutally, viciously unfair media myth driven by you and Chris Broussard on the show. And Chris will join us just in a few minutes here on the show. I can't wait for that. You have driven the media myth that the Clippers, quote unquote, tanked to get to the Dallas Mavericks, which is the biggest bunch of phony baloney in the history of Undisputed and sports media, because all they did was rest their starters down the stretch so that they could be completely, utterly healthy, because they have two fragile superstars in Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, who are 100% physically healthy. I don't know about the mental side. I'll get to that in a moment. We'll get to pandemic P in just a moment. But the point is that all of a sudden the Dallas Mavericks, they wanted us, they got us in their own gymnasium. We're going to shoot them right between the eyes. And they came out, did the Dallas Mavericks with fire in their eyes in games 1 and 2. In my career, I have never seen anything like what I just beheld, because I'm going to remind everybody. Last night, well, let's do game 1 first. They made 17 threes in game 1. 17 threes? Are you kidding me? That was 47% shooting. Last night, they made 18 of 34 threes. That's 53%. Guess what they shot for the whole year from the three-point line?
What did you?
They ranked 18th in the league. And again, for the whole year, they're a 35% three-point shooting team. Only once in 72 games did they shoot above what they shot last night. They had one 55% shooting night against the Pelicans in Dallas. So was this an aberration? This was off the charts, unexpected for the team that ranked 18th in free throw shooting to completely outshoot the team that ranked first in free throw shooting at Staples, the home court of the Los Angeles Clippers. Wait a second. They're ranked 18th and they make 53% of their threes. They're from the free throw line. They rank 15th and they're horrible from the free throw line because they're a horrible free throw shooting team. They made 13 of 24 free throws. So you're making every three-point shot you throw up into the rafters.
But you can't make a free throw.
And you can't make a free throw. From the field, they rank 14th during the regular season in field goal percentage. And last night, they shot, look at this, they shot 59%. It's ridiculous. I can't stop it. And now back to my Clippers. If you told me going into this game that my Clippers, who led the whole league in three-point shooting, would make 39.4% of their threes, that's 13 of 33, which is pretty great. That's pretty good, right? Yeah. If you told me they would make 18 or 20 free throws because they led the NBA in free throw shooting, that's 90% they made. They were 84% for the season. If you told me that they were going to shoot 54% from the field, I'd say, thank you very much. It's 1-to-1 going to Dallas.
Right.
But no, the Mavericks came out unconscious, playing possessed. Everything they threw up into the rafters swished. They didn't just rattle them in. They swished everything.
But, Skip, a lot of the shots they were shooting, they were open. I don't know. Your problem is not your offense. Right now, currently, you can't stop anybody.
Tell me how open this one was. I'd like to see the first one here.
What do you want to see? You want to see Baby Bird?
No, I want to see Porzingis. This is 7:09 left in the second quarter. Porzingis comes down and says, oh, I got this. And swished. He just bangs it home. That's almost a logo three. I'm saying.
That from Long Beach.
Wait a second. Like he just stepped right off the logo and made that. This guy's what, 7'1"? 7'3"? What?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That was from Calabasas.
Yes, that was from Calabasas. And my little Maltese Hazel watches at my feet every night, and I look down at Hazel. I said, we are in big trouble, because when he does that, we are cooked.
Yeah.
So then I got another quick sequence for you. This is at the end of the half when I thought, listen, Kawhi Leonard was special last night, especially in the first half. All he did was score 30. Can you ask more than scoring 30 in the first half from Kawhi Leonard?
Not give me 12 in the second half.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Well, that's. I think that worked. Would I taken 41 from Kawhi? Yeah, I'd take 41.
But you can't let the superstar go get 39 because he canceled you out.
Okay, so Kawhi is just firing. Whatever Dallas would do, he would top it. And he comes down late in the first half with 34 seconds left and just rips another three. If we could see that. He's just out of his mind. He said, just give me the damn ball and get out of my way. And guess what happens? They come right back down on the other end. Luka gets doubled, as you said, and there's Hardaway. Is he open? Yeah, he's pretty open. And he rips another one and cancels out. That was Clippers up 3, and all of a sudden the game is tied. So just when I thought, oh, we're going to pull away at the end of the half, nope, here we go again. And it leads to a third quarter in which they tripled Kawhi Leonard throughout the third quarter.
Yeah.
I still thought he should have just demanded the ball and said, just get out of my way like he did in the first half. But they won the third quarter 30-11, and it was just hard to overcome that.